So it's officially hitting that time of the year where I get not a lot of natural light when I record these videos. So if it looks like I'm a bit dingy, that's why, because I only have the lights above my head and they don't point very well. So if I'm sort of bathed in shadow, you understand the reason. But other than that, let's get excited, guys! Hello and welcome to FTTR. I am Ewan McQuaid and today we are talking about AEW. In particular, we are talking about AEW in the UK. I feel like Steve Carell, even though I've never seen The Office, I have seen the GIF. It is happening. It is happening. Stay calm. Stay fucking calm. AEW is coming to the UK. We finally have the briefest tidbit that AEW is on its way. On this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, Tony Schiavone and Excalibur stated that AEW will be announcing plans for UK shows next week on next week's edition of Dynamite. So let's enter the speculation station, shall we, and talk about what to expect from those shows. So my first expectation, I think it'll just be one show. Sadly, I think it'll just be one show here in the UK, probably at Craven Cottage, the stadium / arena. I'm going to say stadium, football stadium that Tony Khan owns, home of Fulham. I do believe it's a football I don't understand. So I imagine it will take place there. I think it will be in the vein of a Fighter Fest or a Fight for the Fallen. Something along those lines of being a one-off special event over here in the UK, test the waters, see how it performs, and then go from there, essentially. What I would like, though, what I think we would all like, is a tour. I think AEW being so fresh, being so new, we have yet to experience AEW, even though I see it as this big thing, this huge phenomenon in professional wrestling. We haven't experienced much of that. We've experienced, odd AEW stars showing up on other shows like FTR at Royal Quest or Pac at, I want to say, Rev Pro. I think with the Rev Pro he faced Shota Umino. So we've seen like little droplets here and there of AEW stars coming across, but not a fully fledged All Elite Wrestling show. And I would like to see that as a touring brand, maybe even just the 4 dates, hit Manchester, Birmingham, London and Cardiff. Something like that. Hitting sort of the big 4, maybe Newcastle as well. Just something so there's a bit for everyone. But I don't think that's gonna be how it plays out. I think instead it's gonna be a one-off event. I don't know if it'll be a tape Dynamite. Potentially, tape Dynamite from the UK could be quite cool. And I suppose that's really what Fighter Fest and Fight for the Fallen have sort of become. They started off as like pay-per-views in 2019, but they have transitioned into TV specials. So I think it's going to be something like that. Who I want to see on the shows. Now, this is the big point of contention, because obviously wrestling shows, we want to see the big stars. I'm going to WWE Live. Maybe I've got my hopes up too high that I might see Cody Rhodes at one of them shows. He's probably not going to be there. But that's sort of the expectation with AEW. They're hopefully going to bring across the likes of Jon Moxley, MJF, Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho, Swerve in Our Glory, FTR, all the sort of the big names, Britt Baker, Saraya, who can now wrestle as well. All those big names potentially coming across to the UK and putting on some dream matches. And then there's my other hope. So we got a single event at Craven Cottage, which is probably going to be a TV special. That's my first theory. Second theory, they're probably going to bring a lot of the top talent across because you want this to be a marquee show. You want people to come and flood, even though I think the tickets will probably sell out instantly for this event if it is just a one-off event. I would love to see, as a fan of British independent wrestling, even if it's just on Rampage, some of the top guys from the UK scene get a spot on the show. It can be on a taping of Dark, it could be on a taping of Rampage, taping of Elevation, I don't care. But someone like a Cara Noir, a Spike Trivet, I'm completely blanking, Lorna Austin, a Alexis Falcon, all these independent wrestlers I'd love to see get skyrocketed to the top. We saw Damo on Rampage, but even if it's just an open challenge and someone from the British scene comes out, I would die. I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy to see those guys there, because this could be like Clash at the Castle was, which was a huge success for professional wrestling here in the UK. This could also elevate other ships and help other promotions out by making it a weekend event of running promotions in the different places where this event is taking place. But again, I'm just getting ahead of myself. I'm talking too quick. I'm so excited for this event. I'm probably not going to be able to get tickets because, like I said, they're probably going to sell out so fast. But it's nearly here. Next week is when we're finding out details, potentially even when tickets go on sale. It could be that soon. I think if they're announcing it, I wouldn't be surprised if this is sort of early next year, maybe like your February or March that they're coming to the UK. It sounds like quite a tangible thing right now. And I wonder if some of this has fallen into place with Jeff Jarrett running live operations and helping move something along, maybe. Maybe that's got something to play with it, but it's very exciting times, very exciting, and I want to know what you guys think about AEW coming to the UK. US fans probably don't care at the end of the day, so you get a lot of Dynamite. You get a lot of Dynamite in a lot of different states, a lot of different countries, so let's be excited for this one. This one, we can have this, surely. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll try and reply to every single one of you. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.